Hi, and welcome to Kidney Plugged In. On this special episode, you'll meet 3 kidney patients who share the story of their personal journey with kidney disease. Theirs are 3 unique journeys of resilience, hope, and triumph that are sure to inspire you. And joining us are kidney patients, transplant recipients, and members of the healthcare community who are here to pay a special tribute to their personal kidney heroes. You won't want to miss this, so don't go anywhere because they're next right here on Kidney Plugged In.
My name is Matthew Lee, and I was diagnosed with kidney failure when I was about 4 or 5 years old. I'm a kidney transplant recipient, and I'm on my 8th year.
My name is Roselle Callaghan, and I've been living with kidney disease for 28 years.
My name is Wade Haley, and I'm a kidney transplant recipient.
I'm Dr. Mike Bevilacqua, and I'm a nephrologist over here in Surrey.
Hello, my name is Dennis McCann. I'm a kidney patient.
I'm Neilo Edwards, and about 3.5 years ago I was diagnosed with a very rare autoimmune disorder called anti-GBM that attacked my kidneys and put me in acute end-stage renal failure.
My name is Vince Zuccaro, and this is my daughter Michelle. My pharmacy, McDonald's Prescriptions, was asked to help the kidney dialysis services distribute e-pricks throughout the province. It evolved from 342 patients to over 5,000 patients today.
I've continued to work in the family business and now operate the renal pharmacy. My mother-in-law also has kidney disease and started on dialysis in July of 2020.
My hero is Terry. Terry is my first cousin who donated his kidney to me 7 years ago. So without Terry, I would not be here today.
Aside from all the medical staff, of course, all the dialysis nurses, Dr. Copeland, Dr. Johnson, Mary, thank you guys. But aside from them, I'd say my hero is, like most heroes you see on TV, has no identity. I have no idea who this person is, but this person is my kidney donor.
I have 3 heroes. The first one being Dr. Adira Levin. Without her dedication and commitment to the care of kidney patients, BC Renal would not be what it is today. Secondly, Dan Martinussen. He was instrumental in involving the renal pharmacy services that are now in existence throughout the province.
When you're living with kidney disease and end-stage kidney failure, sometimes there are days where it feels like it could be your last day. It's like it's just that tough. And I was very lucky that whether it was my nephrologist or my transplant surgeon or my coordinator or even the people at the door who would let you into the hospital for dialysis, everyone was just kind. And in the face of adversity, I think kindness is the best thing that we can exercise.
My heroes, or the people who are a real source of inspiration for me, are all of the patients I see who are living with kidney disease through this very, very challenging time.
My wife who's my kidney hero in the sense that she's helped me make the lifestyle changes I needed to protect what kidney function I have left. She's also my kidney donor for my transplant, which is absolutely exceptional.
One of the heroes in Ava's kidney journey has been, Dr. Mike Bevilacqua and his family.
My kidney community heroes include the St. Paul's Hospital renal teams in the clinics. It's kept me healthy for 21 years.
And I would like to add my mother-in-law, Jackie. She told us the reason she was willing to start dialysis was so that she could watch her grandson grow up. I've been calling her the Energizer Bunny for years because she just keeps going. She has been able to overcome every single obstacle that is thrown her way. Thank you, Jackie, for continuing on dialysis. Gavin is a lucky little boy to have a Nona like you.
Who is my hero? My heroes are my family, friends, the staff at St. Paul's Hospital, and most importantly, the kidney community. These people have supported my journey since day one, and I'm so grateful that they are in my life.
Can you imagine losing most of something without realizing it? Over time, kidney disease can destroy up to 80% of kidney function before you notice any symptoms. Talk to your family doctor to see if you're at risk and need to be screened. It could save your life.
My daughter, Ava, was diagnosed when she was 5. It was a long name, but it was basically acute renal failure. And that was a tough thing to hear. You think the worst and oh my God, but then you have to decide how your attitude is going to be almost immediately. Okay, great. Look at all the amazing nurses that we're meeting. Or, aren't we lucky that we get to spend this much time with our child? Having a chronic health challenge creates some challenges from a mental health point of view, being anxious about going to school, being different, hospital stays from time to time.
I had 2 sketchbooks with me when I was in the hospital, and so I'd pretty much spend most of the time either on my phone, watching movies, or drawing. I'll see what I have in here, I guess. Had a really hard time with school because I would get into class late a lot because I was so tired, or I'd just been unhooked. The dialysis machine would go right here, and so I'd have the bag on top, and then one's in there and then one on the floor. It wasn't scary, but it made me feel kind of gross, and I always felt like it wasn't my body because I had this tube on my stomach. So it kind of felt like I was part of this machine, functioning with the machine. Without the machine, I wasn't functioning. She would sleep beside me because she knew that I couldn't have her on me. She's like my furry superhero.
Cosplay has been a really big part of Ava's recovery, something that has been an outlet for her during this time. Things aren't the norm for most kids with chronic disease. You have to deal with your own mortality. Hearing her say at 12 years old, wow, I didn't think I'd make it till 12. As a parent, you try and do the best that you can, and that's all that anybody can ask. Kidney Foundation provides a kidney camp for kids with chronic kidney disease, allows them, to jump off docks or go to sea safaris.
When I first went to camp, I was really scared. It's kind of common for kids on dialysis or kids with chronic kidney disease to be bedwetters. And I was really, really nervous that, oh my God, Mom, I'm gonna be the only one there that does this. And pretty much, I was 8, so 90% of the kids in my cabin were doing the same exact thing. So, and I was off dialysis at that time, but I remember that there was other kids that were still on dialysis, and it made me feel a lot better.
We're lucky. We only live 45 minutes from Children's. However, there's families, up north that, hey, thank goodness for the Kidney Foundation having a suite, having kidney camp where these kids can feel, hey, my parents are around, or there's people like me, and that's so important. In August of 2020, Ava received the gift of life from a deceased donor. There's people that are your friends, there's people that are family, there are people that you see at the grocery store and you have no idea that they might have a new kidney, or they might be alive because of that gift of life. The kidney disease will, one point in her life, will pull her back into the kidney community, but places like the Kidney Foundation are there to catch you.
Let's see, so kidney is these are my grandpa's kidney stones. They're very precious. Kidney is a bone in your back that helps you turn. I don't know, to be honest.
They don't know kidneys are vital, do you? Get the facts at kidney.ca.
So our kidney suites, we have 7 locations within Vancouver. They are specific for kidney transplant recipients who are here from other parts of the province and need accommodations for their post-recovery from their kidney transplants. So we have a total of 7 units. Today we're sitting in Comox, which is one of our 2-bedroom units. We do have a 3-bedroom townhouse and a number of 1-bedrooms and then 1 bachelor as well. These are accommodations that we try to make home away from home for patients who are needing to be away from home for a number of weeks. We're very fortunate our kidney suites are available for a very low cost or free, depending on the criteria that they meet. And here in Vancouver, it's very expensive, so this is greatly appreciated from our kidney patients who are staying here locally to have that affordable choice. We work with our social workers within the 2 transplant hospitals here in Vancouver, and we have most of the time are at capacity, once in a while even have a waiting list. But we're fortunate to help many patients, and we know that these are a huge benefit to our kidney patient populations, a unique opportunity for patients to create a community around them, not only within their clinical setting, but sometimes within the accommodation as well.
Oh, I started getting real sick about a year ago. And they told me my kidneys were failing and I couldn't figure out why. Yeah, the dialysis is a change of life. You gotta be the doctors 2 or 3 times a week, you know, and living kind of a long ways away, it's almost a full-time job now. Yeah, you gotta better take care of your kidneys. They had me set up for surgery to put the things in, and that's when the big flood hit.
In mid-November, an atmospheric river caused severe flooding in the Fraser Valley. What that meant is we had over 50 patients that were stranded and didn't have access to their hemodialysis. About half of them stayed with their families, and for the other half, we arranged for a hotel for them.
They were trying to get me to Abbotsford, and they couldn't. So I had to stay in Hope for a couple days till they got a helicopter to fly me from Hope to Abbotsford. Oh, the helicopter pilot was great. Set me up front. He had to do a lap around Abbotsford before they'd let him land. So he took me all around the whole flood devastated area. Living up there in the mountains is kind of, you're used to it every year. Either a landslide, a snow slide, but this was really bad. You know, what you figure, change of underwear, change of socks, you know, for a couple of days. A toothbrush and toothpaste, that's about all I brought. And I wound up being gone almost a month and a half, 2 months altogether.
During that time, our teams kicked in, so we helped them with whatever supplies or equipment they might need while they were away. And the Kidney Foundation very generously offered to pay for folks' meals while they were away from home.
Yeah, here at the Sheraton, they treated us really well. So they work for the dietitians from Fraser Health, and they come up with some menus for the people who are on special diets. I didn't have to pay for anything because the Kidney Foundation covered all my food. Everybody's had their hearts and their doors, you know, open. It made you feel safe, like no matter what's going on in the world outside, everything's going to be taken care of. You're going to be all right because you got all these people helping you.
Life can be unpredictable. Anything from a flood, wildfire, earthquake, or even a pandemic may affect the availability of dialysis services. Being prepared can save your life. Don't wait until an emergency happens. Take the steps to be ready now. Have your copy of the Emergency Preparedness Information for Dialysis Patients booklet on hand and keep it updated with your personal information. Keep a list of your current medications with you and always have at least 3 days supply on hand. Make an emergency pack. It should last 72 hours. Carry a BC Renal Emergency Wallet card with you. After a disaster strikes, follow these rules to stay safe. Stay at home if you can. If you are hurt, go to a hospital. Begin the emergency renal diet. Wait for instructions. Keep radio, TV, and phone on if possible. Dialysis patients should be prepared to have dialysis day or night or at another dialysis unit. Need help? Go to bcrenal.ca, Health Info, Emergency Preparedness to get started. Download important documents you will need in the event of a disaster. Get prepared. It can save your life.
The 2022 Virtual Kidney Walk is returning across Western Canada on June 5th, and together we are raising awareness and support for the patients and families in our community. Meet 15-year-old Marissa, who shares with us why she is taking part in the Kidney Walk.
Hi, I'm Marissa. This is my mom and dad. Hi. I chose the team I Just Want Water because I have a fluid restriction, so I'm always really thirsty, so it just popped in my head.
Went from hospital to hospital, ended up here. Isn't it weird how life can go?
When you're on dialysis, if you drink too much water, your blood pressure and things can go up. So she's had to really restrict herself and measure every bit of water she drinks, even if it's something that turns into liquids. So
at room temperature.
At room temperature. So
any liquid, actually, not just water.
So sometimes in the night or early in the morning, we hear, "I just want water," really loud. So
yeah.
But we can't give her any, and she has to stick within her restrictions.
It's always really hard and really weird to do it all the time.
Why the walk? What made you decide to do the walk this year?
The biggest thing for me through the whole process was realizing that kidney damage is permanent and there's no cure. You know, in December, we were all sitting there around a fire, and within less than a week, she was being air flown to the hospital. So when zero idea, zero issues before that, and so that was a big surprise.
Suddenly I started feeling sick. Went to the hospital, got lots of needle pricks.
I never thought my 15-year-old daughter would go through it. It's every age. It's not just old people. It's not just, young people. It's everybody. Yeah. And your kidneys do a lot more, I think, than we realized. I thought as a kidney as just a thing in your body that just did its thing, and if you replaced it, it would just, you put another one in. But just keeping your body in balance and the things that it does is just so important for your body. You want to take care of them because you don't want to end up in this position.
I didn't know how many people were affected by kidney disease. We've learned now since then that 1 in 10 Canadians have some sort of kidney disease or kidney problem. And I think just getting that awareness out to people is important, that it is a lot more common than people think. And sorry, I'm a crier. just learning sort of how to live differently again, like through food and diet and restrictions. And but Marissa is amazing, and she's learned how to set her machine up and write all her numbers down every day and learn what she can eat, what she can't eat, and she'll educate everyone around her, like grandma and grandpa. She's been teaching them how different foods.
Grandma and grandpa are more strict than us.
Different kinds of baking that she's been trying, and yeah, it's been a big learning experience.
It's a weird and crazy ride I'm on, and it's all so brand new.
You know, and being away from family too, I think is a big thing that people don't really realize how much, when you're away for a month or two and you can't go home, what that's like. You miss your family, your dogs, your jobs, your friends, and then you go back home and you have a big adjustment to make still, and you know that you're not done. So I think there's a lot of adjustments that you have to make.
You bringing the awareness and allowing people to support you as a family is a start.
When we did this, there's a few people that said, I had my wife donated her kidney to me 20 years ago, and I went through this, or finding out there's actually other teenagers that have similar conditions that are, people are pretty silent about it, so you don't really hear a lot. There's definitely an awareness that needs to be spread as well.
Marissa, you are one brave young girl, and you should be very proud of yourself because you're going to change lives.
Marissa is amazing. She's amazing, strong, and determined.
One day I'm hoping I can drink a lot of water.
For I have not changed. I'm an adventurer through and through. I'm an adventurer. I like to travel and swim in the lake. Spend my summers playing softball, and in the winter I figure skate. Suddenly I started feeling sick. Went to the hospital, got lots of needle pricks. Went from hospital to hospital, ended up here. Isn't it weird how life can go? It's a weird and crazy ride I'm on, and it's all so brand new. I was feeling tired and so confused, but amidst all the change, one thing stays the same. I've got my family cheering my name. Now I'm feeling thankful for my family, their support and everything. I'm feeling optimistic that my future holds more adventuring. It's a weird and crazy ride I'm on, and it's all so brand new. I was feeling tired and so confused, but one thing stays the same. At my core I have not changed. I'm an adventurer through and through. One thing stays the same. At my core I have not changed. I'm an adventurer through and through.
To learn more about Marissa's team, I Just Want Water, visit kidneywalk.ca and select the BC and Yukon region. Then type in Marissa's team name, I Just Want Water. Please show our kidney and transplant community that we are stronger than kidney disease.
Have you been newly diagnosed with kidney disease? Everyone's case is unique, but you are not alone. Many people can still find themselves overwhelmed when they are first diagnosed. For some individuals, it can be difficult to find answers to all the questions and issues they're facing. The Kidney Foundation of Canada is here to help navigate what living with kidney disease means for you. We can provide you with information, refer you to relevant educational resources, clinics, or other services, and offer emotional support. Check out the programs, services, peer support, and resources that are offered in your region. As a newly diagnosed kidney patient, you have just received a lot of information and it can all be overwhelming. So here's a few answers to common questions that you may have.
I have reduced kidney function. What does that mean exactly?
To be diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, you likely had blood work done that indicated your creatinine was a bit high and your eGFR was a bit low. These are the 2 kidney function tests. There are 5 stages of CKD, and all of this can be confusing. Call the local branch of the Kidney Foundation to speak to patient services staff and gain perspective on your own particular kidney situation. In BC or the Yukon, call 1-800-567-8112. The Kidney Foundation offers manuals and brochures that are available for free to either download off the website or to have mailed directly to you.
What foods can I eat?
Most meal plans for kidney patients are based upon the stage of the disease and the results of the person's blood tests. Ask your doctor if you need to limit or augment any minerals like potassium or phosphorus in your diet. You need to understand what your own nutritional needs are, and the staff of the Kidney Foundation branch may be able to assist with this. The Kidney Community Kitchen is a great online resource once you know what your dietary needs are.
Who can I talk to?
Please contact program staff at the Kidney Foundation to discuss your situation. Also, there is a peer support program if you would like to talk to someone who has been through a diagnosis of kidney disease.
How can the Kidney Foundation help me?
The Kidney Foundation have many programs and services that can help you navigate your new diagnosis. Although everyone's case is unique, remember that you are not alone. The Kidney Foundation is here to help. You may reach us by calling 1-800-567-8112